this is Fred from Tactical Workshop. Today we're going to unbox our first copy of 1811 Albuera in the Fix Bayonets series. We just received that print copy from the Game Crafter. It came in a nice sturdy box. As you can see, it's shrink wrapped, and so we're going to proceed to open that box and see what the contents look like. So first we'll remove the shrink. And it's pretty glossy, as you can see. And now let's see what's inside. All right, so here is the front cover, and it comes with a piece of paper to cover it, and here are the markers and counters. As you can see, they have a little disclaimer here that everything has been laser cut, so it's going to be a smoky smell and some soot around the edges of the markers, so there's a little bit of work to clean the counters and markers from that soot. So we have arrow-shaped markers for the Fix Bayonets status of a unit when it attacks in assault. We have half an inch markers for unit status, and we have 3/4 of an inch counters for the units themselves. They're set here. The playing cards that represents the leaders, 2 dice, 9 panels that make up the map. We will see later how to put it together. We have one 8x8 cardstock for the sequence of play and some summaries there at the back. One large foldable panel, actually 2 of them, for the charts and tables. One 40-page rule booklet, full color, full bleed. And one 12 pages battle booklet for the actual scenario information. And then that's the back of the box with the information there. Alright, so here are the maps. We got 9 panels. Each panel is folded and 11 by 17 inches. On the front side you have the map, and on the back side you have a small map picture that tells you where the panel is supposed to be arranged with respect to the other ones. On the charts, so we have 2 double-sided folded combat and fire charts, and the sequence of play here, and some summaries for combat, charge, and retreat procedures. On the other side, summary of what can activate when, and initiative among the leaders. Booklets also full color, full bleed, 40 page for the rules. It's pretty dense, but hopefully still readable. In the back of the booklet you have a summary of what all the numbers and symbols and the playing pieces mean. The battle booklet here contains terrain, army, setup, weather, and victory information, some background information on special units, references that were used to make the game, and then orders of battle, the British and Portuguese here, the Spanish and the French army here. A map that shows you the initial setup of the armies for the historical battle. And finally on the back, the important terrain effects table that gives you all the information you need to maneuver your forces on the map. Then we have 2 dice, 10-sided dice, with a 0 used as 0 and not 10. One for the Allied, one for the French. And a set of cards. So we have leader cards, the Allied deck here, and the French deck here. And then we have a small weather reminder card, and that card is just a duplicate of the weather chart that you can find in the booklet right here. So for the leader cards, you have the Spanish leaders with a yellowish background, the British leaders in red, and then a Portuguese leader here. Some leaders have a picture. And then on the French side, the background is blue. There you go. Let's take a look at some sample counters. We have leader counters here. The front side of the leader, that's a British cavalry leader. And here is the back side of the leader in its passive stance. That's a Portuguese artillery counter here, for example, with the cross guns denoting the artillery unit. And then on the back you have the actual artillery piece that shows the unit is unlimbered. Here is an infantry unit, a French grenadier, Converged Grenadier Battalion, actually. This is the front side. The black here shows that the unit is at full strength. If we flip it, we have one less step at the top, and the red here shows the unit not being at full strength. And then finally, a cavalry unit. This is a dragoon unit from one of the French dragoon divisions. Front side, full strength. Back side here, reduced strength. Alright, let's take a look at the markers. You have a ½ inch markers, the small ones here, and 3/4 inch marker here. Here, for example, this is one of the weather marker that you put on the map to indicate the current weather. Ad hoc formation allows you to identify a formation that has been created during the game. Here is a road column marker that allows you to show that the unit is extended in road column. You got a French side and a British or Allied side here in red. And then you have extension markers for extended line formations for the British and the French, or the Allied and the French. And they actually are double-sided with an extension pointing to the left and an extension pointing to the right. Then you have the arrow-shaped marker that shows that the unit is ready to assault, both in red and blue. Order markers allow you to send orders via an aide-de-camp to your subordinate generals. Here is a Spanish one. Out of command shows that the unit is out of command, and I cannot focus. There it is. On the back side of the out of command, you got a cavalry skirmish marker that's optional, but it can help better see cavalry units that are deployed in that formation. Some markers you put on the side of the map, including the hours and minutes marker and the cohesion markers that allow you to determine the army's cohesion levels. Similarly, on the side of the map, you're going to put fatigue markers that have a fatigue side and a reserve side to determine the fatigue of each formation. And this is an order marker for that same formation, the 2nd Division 6th Brigade, that shows you the objective of that formation, whether it's implemented or not. Charge markers come in blue and red, and they are numbered. So on the back side, failed charge shows that the unit has failed to reaction charge or failed a recall check, and you have 10 of them in each color. Finally, you have a square marker here that you put on an infantry unit that's in square. On the back, it's a spent cavalry. Stragglers, disorder and stragglers, disorder spent, straggler spent, and disorder, stragglers spent. All right, we're gonna show you how to set up the map. It's pretty easy. We have 9 panels. So you open each panel and look at the position of the panel with respect to the whole map here. Well, there you have it. This is the unboxing video for 1811 Albuera. Once again, I'm very impressed by the print quality of the Game Crafter. It's sturdy, glossy. The markers and counters are very nice. The box, the maps, very, very well done. The game is for sale on thegamecrafter.com. $89.99 for the full boxed version. Now, $89.99 is a lot of money, so we also offer a cheaper version at $69.99, and that version does not include the box, so it comes in a Ziploc format. The booklets are in PDF format, and there are no 10-sided dice. I'm sure most wargamers would have those in stock. So thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy 1811 Albuera. One last thing, we are gonna try to publish a series of tutorial videos that explain how to play the game. Those are going to come later when we have time to produce them. Thanks again.